Hello everyone, my name is Charles. Welcome to my channel. This is episode 10 of our mission to Mars. Just taking a little quick look at our pigs here. They still have plenty of food, so I don't need to feed them right now. Good news for any of those of you who have watched my channel before. Maegan, as you know, had the flu. That's what it turned out to be that she was sick with during the last episode, but she is feeling much better. She's back to full strength, and she was here this morning, and it's a good thing. We had that honey is really getting hard to keep track of, hard to keep on top of. She also fed the cows, the chickens, and the sheep, and she assisted me with moving all of the crates and everything from these greenhouses and getting them to where they need to go. I also noticed that we had quite a bit of flour from our grain mill, and so I took that around, and we now have our bakery going. Oh, we have one already back there again. But now that all of that is taken care of, we've got a big job ahead of us today, because even though I tried to space out some of our harvesting and pick crops with different growth rates and everything, we've got 3 different crops. This field of wheat is not ready yet, but the 2 next to it are. And as you may have seen when we were over there, we've got 3 fields of corn that are ready, and we've got some fields of soybean here that are also ready. So it's a good thing that we have 2 harvesters. You see that I have our tractor here hooked to the trailer that we had before, ready for a harvester there. I have also bought a new trailer. What is this? This is the Fortis 3000 I have bought, and I've got that hooked to our Valtra. I think I can go ahead and I think it's safe to go ahead and take this one and put it on a worker. I mean, that's partially because I am really anxious to get into the new one and give it a try, so I'll start with that one myself. Oh. Oh, okay, it is started. Okay, it delayed there for a long time. I thought it wasn't going to do it, so we'll get out of that, let that go. Oh, it's going to miss some I'll have to come back and get later. At least it'll be just a small strip of it anyway. Okay, and inside the new harvester, I'll give you a look around inside this. We've got a window into the back too, so we'll be able to see back there. Although I do harvest from third person most of the time. And I can go ahead and get rid of that or unhook it, because I don't need to pull it over to the field with me. And let's go ahead and start this undoing there. Get this hooked together. Okay, we are ready to harvest now, so it's a good thing I left a wide space here to get through with all the stuff. Yeah, something tells me this harvester is going to get this field done long before the worker does, but I can't remember what the capacity is on this harvester. I know there was a kind of an unreal capacity that I could have gone with, and I chose to keep it a little bit more. Oh, what am I doing? It's not even the right. Well, I've got this on here, so we'll start with the soybeans instead. I was thinking I would start with the corn here, but it doesn't really matter. They've all got to be done, so Okay, so... And try and get out to the side here so I can see where it's going. And we are harvesting soybeans. Oh, and it's leaving straw. I do have the Straw Me mod, so it's probably going to give me straw during a lot of these things. That's fine. I'm not playing this as if it's, you know, all too realistic anyway, so... And I may do this first field completely in real time, just because, you know, using this bigger harvester, I want to see how fast it can harvest here. Oh, I pushed the wrong button again. There we go. I'll switch my view over to the other side here. Yeah, this harvester must still have a pretty big capacity because it's not filling up very fast. We're on our second pass and we're only at 5%. I might even have to leave this one to go and empty the other one because I can't, you know, obviously harvest myself the whole time because I'm going to be trying to keep up with two harvesters, keeping them emptied. Okay. Yeah, and looking at this, even though, you know, yes, I know it's odd to get straw from soybean, but looking at the swaths that it's leaving behind, you know, this reminds me why I do like using the big harvesters anytime that I can on the maps that, you know, really is feasible to do that. I like using the big harvesters because they, with such wide headers on them and everything, they combine. You know, there are fewer windrows of straw to pick up. So, you know, maybe a lot of you know, stopping or going to unload if you're picking it up with a wagon like we are, with a loading wagon. But you know, if you're baling, you can get the you know, mods that let you you know, auto deploy it. Some of them will even, I know I've seen Daggerwin use a mod that you know, will actually, he can keep the accelerator down on it and everything as much as he wants, but the mod, when it knows that it's filling up, will slow that down. I wish I could tell you what the name of that mod is in case you wanted it, but it is out there. But yeah, it slows your tractor down and stops you, and then also drops the bale and then starts you back up automatically when the bale is ejected and you're ready to go. So pretty handy mod. I haven't even looked for that one myself, and haven't done it because I don't do a whole lot of bales. But I guess on some maps I do, so I haven't played any of those in a while. Yeah, looks like maybe a couple more passes, and oh, I always forget to wait before I pull out there. Looks like you know, a couple of passes, and all I should have left is maybe a little sliver on the edge there. Oh, I am having no luck with my buttons with this today, so, or maybe I'll get used to it because I'll be doing quite a bit of it. So soybeans and the corn are two of the crops that we'll be taking directly to the colony food storage. The wheat is not. So I think I'm going to take. I think it's just 2 fields of wheat that are ready today. So, because I think I only planted 3. I know there was a mistake that I made when I first planted, and some of the fields got a little bit out of order, I think. So, or maybe I just dreamed that as I was doing it. So, but anyway, yeah, just a little strip on the outside will be left after this. Yeah, we're not even close. Both of these fields are going to fit in here easily. But yeah, the wheat, I think I'm going to take probably the 2 that we're going to harvest today. I'll put in the grain mill. I think the next one that isn't ready yet, when it gets done, I think I will dump that in the silo where I'm storing the food for the chickens. You know, 1 field of that should keep those chickens in food for a long time. They've even still got quite a bit from, and you know, after Maegan fed them today. I think they still have quite a bit of wheat that I initially bought still in that silo, so they're not consuming it at too high of a rate. So yeah, I mean, 1 field of this is probably overkill. But if I don't have to plant any more wheat, because wheat is not going to be one of the crops that we put in the colony storage. So if I don't have to grow any more of that, then that's great. Okay, wow, that was very fast, and we are done with 1 field already. That's awesome. So I'm going to switch this over to this next field, and then I'm going to go down. I'm going to put it on a worker, and then I'm going to go down to the next field over here and make sure. Yes, this is also soybeans. Okay, canola, and canola. Those are not ready. These are the sunflowers that we did last time. All those are growing wonderfully. I have had some workers come in, and they did weed and fertilize those. So, yep, I've got this one. Yeah, so this is our next that is not ready yet. Let's find this harvester, and oh, it is done already. I missed the notification about it. It probably came a long time ago when I was talking away and missed that. So let's go ahead and unload that. I can't remember what the capacity on this trailer is. I think it's pretty close to what the other one is, so I've got 2 fairly equal trailers on that now. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'll have to unload that other harvester until it gets completely done with that field. I'll also be anxious to see when I do unload that harvester how fast it unloads, because this one just seems a little bit slow to me. Okay, well, I'll just leave that to do its thing. So yeah, we've got the bakery going now. We've got one thing of fabric over here from our spinnery. We have nothing in the grapes yet. I haven't done anything. The grape processing. Oh, that's that run multiplier. So I haven't gotten anything in that yet. The oil mill, haven't done anything with that either. We have 124,000 or 224,000 liters of straw/silage over here being turned into straw. I have taken a few loads of that, but still, I have not made it through that yet. So, oh, what happened there? Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. My view just suddenly changed, and I was looking at the top of the dome. I'm not sure why. But this one just looks like it's in the middle of the field right now, so, probably the same thing we ended up with, 2 more passes, and then that one last pass for that sliver on the edge. And then we'll go and get and after it finishes... No, that one's a soybean too. So we'll transfer it down there. The question is, how much will we end up with at the end of this field, and will it be worth it to go ahead and empty it, or should I just put it in the next field and wait until it gets full? Not sure, since I'll be chasing that other harvester is going to fill up a lot quicker. Yeah, we're already at over 22,500 liters in this. I knew it had I think I knew when I got it that it had a big capacity, but I didn't go for the one that was the unreal capacity. So. Yeah, and you saw how much straw we had in the fermenter over there, being turned into silage. I also, I guess I need to keep some of it back. Although, with the straw me mod on, I'll probably turn that off in the future. I don't need that much straw for either the fermenter or for the cows. I'm not giving straw to the pigs. I know they'll create manure when they get straw too, just like the cows do, I guess. But I don't see anywhere in those enclosures where there's actually a heap for the manure to go, which leads me to believe that maybe I would have to put in my own, put one in for that, and I'm just going for the numbers. I don't need the manure. I don't even really need the slurry. That is something I could tell you. The last time, I think in the last episode you saw, maybe the last episode, was such a mess, really. I had that problem where I recorded a bunch of stuff and talked about all kinds of things, and then discovered that my mic wasn't on. I think I rehashed some of those things during the rest of the video, and then when I went back to do editing, it turned out that it turned out by the end of the editing I had less material than less of the video than I thought I did. Because apparently while I was editing, I accidentally deleted part of when I was slicing the pieces to do time lapses and things like that. I accidentally deleted a section, so there was a pretty significant time skip in that one. So, and that's the reason for it. So, oh yeah. 57%. Yeah, we could easily do that next field and not have to empty it, but we are gonna have to empty this other harvester over here. Got to notice that it was 80%, so hopefully it'll make it to the end of the row and turn around. Yeah, there's the notice that the harvester that the other harvester has finished that field. So as soon as we empty this, we'll head back over there and get it started on that third field, and then we'll get that put in a trailer and taken over to the storage. And then I need to deposit that. I need to deposit that header on the other harvester and get the. I did buy a corn header for it. I think I did. I hope I did. I'm not sure where I might have put it. I don't see it over at the store, but maybe it's there and I'm just not seeing it. But I obviously will need a corn header for that. Yeah, we're at 20,000 liters on that now, so. Okay, we'll move our harvester over here. And then after I move that, then maybe I'll go take a look around and see where the, or I guess I can just look in my equipment and see if I actually did buy a corn header for this harvester. I know I had one because I started with one at the beginning of the series. I started with a corn header for the other harvester, so okay, we'll get that going. Okay, so the first place I guess we should check is the shop, because the harvester was still over there, so the header theoretically should have also been there. Oh, I see something. Yes, and that poor windrow, I've still left that over here. So yep, that is over here. It should be a nice big header for that as well. Now it just becomes a question of where am I going to store? Am I going to put everything in that main equipment dome? I know there are these storage areas over here, and I've never used any of them. I actually had a thought that maybe I would keep my harvesters over here because it would keep them maybe closer to the fields. or closer to the center of where the fields are and everything. And it was after when I loaned that man my cotton harvester. After it was returned, they left it over at the shop and told me it was there, and they didn't know where I wanted to store it. And I thought, hey, I'll bring it over here. And I realized when I brought it in, it's too tall to go in. These doors are not high enough to fit the cotton harvester inside. So that was a bummer. So since then, I have not used them for anything. I'm so far not like out of room over in that other dome, so I haven't bothered to think of using these. But I suppose since they're here, I should. Oh, and we are. How did we get that low on water already? I guess I will do that while we are here. I thought, when you do this all the time, you're like, well, I could have sworn I did that. Maybe not. We were so busy with the animals and getting that all those pallets from the greenhouses in the pig dome moved. We were so busy getting those moved and everything that I guess we didn't make it over here. It's also possible that I dreamed about it. I do go to sleep at night and dream about this and wake up and have to think, wait, did I do that in real life or not? So, okay. Yeah, I think the other greenhouses should be just fine. They don't use water nearly as fast as this one does, but they also don't have the production rate nearly as big as this one either, so. Yeah, probably by the time we get this full, that harvester will be ready to empty again. Oh, no. We'll go ahead and fill the trailer there. I guess maybe if we didn't get the water done, then maybe we didn't do the liquid fertilizer either. So let's do that. Okay. And we'll just park our trailer back over here. And then I will run back up here and see how our harvester is doing. %. Yep, it's pretty close. It'll be going up the other way, so. Yeah, dusty behind that. Should have worn a mask, but oh well. Yeah, so once these are harvested, probably off camera, I'll go ahead and pick up all the straw, get it into the fermenter. I'll see if the cows need any more. Give them whatever it is they need, and then in the next episode, we are going to be doing some field renovations, just like with this field behind us here, where I combined these two. I mentioned this in a previous video. I'm probably going to combine I was initially going to combine this next field over and then the one that's the wheat field that isn't ready yet, and leave this as a single field, so I'd have these two single fields here next to each other. But since these two are ready, I may just end up combining these two and make the one on the other side the single. Although most of the time I figure that I probably will plant the same thing in them. Just because I'm going to have to maximize my yields here. And I know that some of you are probably saying, well, if you wanted to maximize your yield, you should be rolling your crops after you plant, or what do you do that? Do you roll it before? I've seen some people roll it before they plant and then some after. I'm not sure which one of those gives you the most bonus, or even gives you the bonus at all. I probably ought to go ahead and stay with this harvester. I'll stay with this harvester because it's only got this little strip to do, and when it finishes that, I'll just transfer it over to the next field. And then I'll check on the other harvester because I probably missed the notification about it. It's likely done with its field over there by now. So that should be all the soybeans once that's done. And so I'll start getting that into the trailer and start getting that to the colony food storage. Oh, and of course, because of where it is, it's going to deposit the straw there on the path outside the field. That's okay, it's all going to be picked up before I combine these two fields anyway. Oh yeah, there's a notice finished work, so almost ready to move. Another thing that I thought about, now that I'm starting to get into the bigger equipment and everything, like I did with the harvester, I am thinking that, and since I'm combining these fields and making bigger fields out of them, that I might look at one of the self-propelled harvesters, the self-propelled sprayer, and use that for spraying the big fields. I would still want to keep the small one. I don't know that I want to go into the I've got crops in those domes. I don't think I want to go in there with anything bigger than what I currently have. What I go in there with probably could actually be smaller, but this one worked the last time I used it in there. I just don't know that the self-propelled, because those are so big and so wide, I don't know that they'd be all that maneuverable. And there are some obstructions in there that it would have to get around and things like that. So I think maybe, it won't be a matter of getting the self-propelled in place of, just maybe for the regular field work. it would also it also gives me two sprayers that I could hire some workers to since I've put in so many fields, and I'm actually still thinking about putting in more. Oh, here I am talking, and almost got run over by the harvester there. I'm talking and I completely forgot I need to go and empty that other one. Okay, this is the one I thought I was going to be doing corn in, but we'll start with soybean. Now, which end did it end up on? Ah, it's on this end. Well, I'm going to have to get out here and go and extend that out so I know where to pull into. Oh, I guess I could have used this other straw line as a reference. Oh wow, yeah, this unloads a lot faster than the other one does. Oh, and still didn't fill it, but we got 44,000, so we've got a ways to go to get to 800,000 with this. Yeah, come on, tractor, you can pull this up the hill. That's a pretty big hill with a heavy weight, so... Okay, but I am going to go ahead and put this off for a minute, because the other harvester is 80% full, and I need to get this harvester back around over here and change over the header. Okay. I'll leave that one right there, and I'll come back with it with probably with a tractor, so I can move it a little faster than what this harvester goes. Although it does do 47 kilometers an hour, so not too much slower than the tractors. It's faster than some of them anyway. Unfold the header and we can look at the animation on that. So okay. Okay, it just steps forward. I thought maybe it might flip out to the sides and become even wider, but it's pretty wide as it is. So I'm going to take this over and I'm going to get it started on probably the last field. I'll work in the opposite way. I guess I'll come from the bottom and work toward the top, because I've got my tractor and trailer sitting somewhere at the end of this field here, I think. So I'll do that, and then I'll go empty the other one. Once I get this one started, I'll probably go ahead and put it in a time lapse and just let you kind of not have to listen to me ramble and everything. I'll just we'll start it all the way down in the corner here. Okay, and before I'm going to let it overlap quite a bit, so, or off to the side here, so we make sure in case this isn't quite straight. Before we get done with that, I'm going to disable the straw, because it will give me a lot of straw with corn too. Is another one of those crops that mod will give me straw for. So hire a worker, and we are off harvesting corn. So we're going to go into that time lapse now, and I'm going to go empty that other harvester, and I'll be back after all this is done, and I'll have some parting words for you. Okay, and we are back from the time lapse, and I did a bit of a jump cut there too, so hope that wasn't too jarring for you. But we have now finished, as you can probably see here, we have finished our, this one harvester has finished with cornfields, all three of them. I've taken one load of corn. It wasn't I don't think it was completely full, but it was like 90 something percent. So this is our next one here. Okay, only 76% of that. That's another 39,875. So I'll take you with me over to dump that in, and we'll look at what's in that silo, and we'll get our numbers where we're at right now. As you can see, the other harvester has also finished, left lots and lots of lines of straw here. That's why I like the big harvester. It doesn't leave so many. And I've also started to pick up that straw. And it's going to be a bit of a long job. There's a little bit more straw than I thought today. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to leave the straw enabled on those soybeans where it shouldn't have been to begin with, but is done now. So okay. Okay, well, according to this, where is corn's at the very top? According to that, 87,493. So we're nearing our first 100,000 on corn. Oats, we have 45,871. Soybeans, 44,056. Got a little bit of sugar beet in there. That's because when we started here, we already had a trailer that had a little bit of sugar beet in it. I'm still not sure where that came from, because they said the farmers before me didn't do any kind of crops or anything in those fields. That's why they were all empty when I got here. So I'm not sure about that. Maybe it was just a gift for being willing to take that over. And then sunflowers, we have a whole 2,999 liters. That's because the greenhouses over in the pig enclosure create sunflowers, or grow sunflowers in there, and it's not needed in there, so all of that from there we bring into here. But as soon as all of these fields are ready to harvest, we're going to have a lot more sunflowers than that. So anyway, I am going to continue with the straw pickup. It's kind of a long, tedious, boring process that you don't really need to be made to suffer through with me. So I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have not already, if you could hit like down below, be sure and subscribe and ring the bell if you want notifications for future videos. It's been a pleasure to have you all here, and thank you very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.